was a time I wore my dreams out loud, and every morning felt like open sky. I had a laugh that filled up every room, and energy that never wondered why. The world was mine to shape and hold and keep. Before I learned how much the living costs, I didn't know that I was in my prime until the golden season became lost. But oh, how beautiful it was to live inside that light, when everything was possible and nothing felt too bright. When everything was possible and I was bright and new, when every road stretched out before me and I knew just what to do. When everything was possible, I didn't know its name, but I was living in my golden time, and nothing felt the same. I wore red dresses on a Friday night and danced until the music said goodbye. I made big plans on restaurant napkins with friends who swore we'd touch the sky. We didn't keep them all, life had its say, but Lord, we meant every single word, and in the meaning lived the golden thing, the most beautiful thing I ever heard. But oh, how beautiful it was to live inside that fire, when everything was possible and love was our desire. When everything was possible and I was bright and new, when every road stretched out before me and I knew just what to do. When everything was possible, I didn't know its name, but I was living in my golden time, and nothing felt the same. Now I sit beside the window with my coffee going cold, and I smile at who I used to be, that brave and shining girl of gold. She didn't know she was extraordinary, but looking back I am so proud. When everything was possible, I lived it to the full. When every road stretched out before me, I was beautiful. When everything was possible, I gave it everything, and even now I feel the golden glow of all that I have been. Everything was possible, and I was there. That summer I was 22 and fearless. I wore my hair down and my chin up high. I had opinions about everything that mattered, and absolutely nothing made me shy. I stayed up late with people who were going places. We talked of art and music and the world. I didn't know how rare that season was, that confident and unafraid young girl. Oh, that golden summer when single doubt. This summer I knew everything, the world made perfect sense. This summer I knew everything, before the years and the experience. Before I learned what I didn't know, before the edges softened and turned gray. This summer I knew everything was the finest summer day. I read the books and underlined the good parts. I wrote long letters full of big ideas. I fell in love at least a time or maybe twice, and wore the heartbreak proudly through my tears. I didn't know that life would get more complicated, that knowing less would feel like knowing more. But that sweet summer of my certainty is worth every single thing I'm grateful for. Oh, that golden summer, how I love that version of myself, full of fire and full of wonder, putting my whole heart on the shelf. The summer I knew everything, the world made perfect sense. The summer I knew everything, before the years and the experience. Before I learned what I didn't know, before the edges softened and turned gray. This summer I knew everything was the finest summer day. Now I know that I knew nothing, but I was glorious in not knowing. There is something about that confidence that keeps the heart from slowing. Keep it burning, keep it golden, let the memories stay warm. This summer I knew everything, I gave it everything I had. This summer I knew everything, the finest and the beautiful, and glad I wouldn't trade a single moment of that bright and certain day. This summer I knew everything was golden all the way. That summer I knew everything.
The man I was at 30 had big shoulders. He carried all his people without complaint. He worked the long week and came home still smiling, and somehow made the ordinary feel great. He coached the little league on Saturday mornings, and knew each kid by name and favorite team. He wasn't chasing fame or recognition, he was just living out his quiet dream. I look back now with such affection at that man who didn't know his worth. He was doing something extraordinary just by loving all the people of his earth. The man I was at 30 was the best that I have been, strong enough to carry others, young enough to still believe. The man I was at 30 didn't know he wasn't gold. He was too busy being wonderful to notice growing old. He danced with his young wife in the kitchen when the radio played something slow and sweet. He read bedtime stories with the voices, and always let the children win at games. He wasn't perfect, no, he made his errors, but he showed up every single day. The man I was at 30 gave it everything, in his own imperfect, beautiful way. I look back now and wanna tell him, son, you're in the golden time right now. Every ordinary Tuesday evening is a gift you can't yet see somehow. The man I was at 30 was the best that I have been, strong enough to carry others, young enough to still believe. The man I was at 30 didn't know he was in gold. He was too busy being wonderful to notice growing old. Now my children have their own children, and the Little League is someone else's game. But when I hear that slow song on the radio, I dance in the kitchen just the same. And I think of that young man who started all of this, who gave so much and asked for nothing back. The man I was at 30 lives inside me every day, in the way I hold the door for strangers, in the things I do and say. He was golden, he was glowing, he was everything I knew. The man I was at 30, I am still that man for you. 30 years old and golden. On Miller Street, we were the kings of summer, every evening out until the streetlights came. We had a corner where we'd meet at 7, and nothing in the world was ever plain. Old Jimmy had a car that barely ran right, but we'd pile in and drive without a plan. Those were the days we didn't need a reason, just the road and being young and being glad. Oh, Miller Street, you gave us everything, the laughs, the dreams, the feeling we were kings. We didn't know we'd spend our whole lives missing the simple glory of those evenings. Glory days on Miller Street, when we were all alive and 23. Glory days on Miller Street, when the whole world was just you and me. We didn't know we were in our golden time, Old Jimmy moved to somewhere down in Texas. Maria married someone none of us approved. And Tommy got a scholarship and left us. But we all swore that nothing would be moved. We wrote it on the wall behind the diner. We signed our names and promised we'd come back. But life has this way of pulling you from corners and filling in the cracks. Oh, Miller Street, I drive by sometimes slowly and park outside and just sit in the car and try to hear the echoes of those evenings, those boys who thought they'd go so far. Glory days on Miller Street, when we were all alive and 23. Glory days on Miller Street, when the whole world was just you and me. We didn't know we were in our golden time. We just lived it loud and proud and free. Glory days on Miller Street are still the best of me. Jimmy called me just last Christmas, said he still thinks about those nights, said he'd give a lot to be back on that corner with the boys beneath the streetlights. I said, Jimmy, so would I, my friend. So would every one of us. Glory days on Miller Street, I carry them wherever I go. Glory days on Miller Street, the best things that a young heart gets to know. We were golden, we were glowing in a way we couldn't see. Glory days on Miller Street made all of us who we would be. Miller Street, glory days.
My best years wore red lipstick on a Tuesday and heels that clicked a rhythm down the hall. I had a diary full of big ambitions and a laugh that echoed off the office wall. I was the one they called when things got complicated, the one who always knew just what to say. My best years wore red lipstick in the morning and stayed up dancing till the break of day. Oh, I was something then. I was fire and I was grace. I was living in my golden years, and love was all over my face. My best years wore red lipstick, and they weren't afraid of my Wear the red lipstick on a Tuesday and let the whole world know you're here. My best years wore red lipstick and I wore them well. My best years are the story that I'll always love to tell. I walked into my life and owned it. I loved deeply and I laughed out loud. My best years wore red lipstick and they made me proud. Red lipstick, best years of my life. The kitchen radio played all morning while I packed the lunches and the bags. The kids would argue over who sat where, and someone always lost a sock or dragged. But underneath the beautiful chaos, underneath the rushing and the noise, was the golden season I didn't name then, the best and most extraordinary joys. Those kitchen radio mornings were the heart of everything I had. The scrambled eggs and spilled orange juice, the homework lost, the good and bad, the kitchen radio years were the richest years I've known. The kitchen radio years were when I built myself a home. Not the walls, not the roof, not the address, but the love that lived inside those walls. The kitchen radio years were the best years of them all. On Sundays I would bake the bread from scratch, and the whole house smelled of something warm and good. The children would appear like little magnets and eat it fresh the way that children would. My husband poured the coffee and said nothing, just smiled at me across the kitchen floor. And in that ordinary Sunday silence was everything that I had prayed for. Those kitchen radio Sundays were a kind of church I didn't know. The hymns were just the songs on the radio, and love was all the sermon that we'd know. The kitchen radio years were the richest years I've known. The kitchen radio years were when I built myself a home. Not the walls, not the roof, not the address, but the love that lived inside those walls. The kitchen radio years were the best years of them all. Now the kitchen's quiet in the morning, kitchen radio years were my greatest joys. The kitchen radio years, I would live them all again. Every spilled cup, every argument, every joy and every pain, every ordinary morning, every Sunday bread and song. The kitchen radio years were where I most belong. The kitchen radio still playing.
When I could still run, I ran everywhere. To the store, to the field, to the edge of town. I didn't think about my knees or breathing. I just went until the sun went down. I played 3 sets of tennis on a Saturday, showed up Sunday morning good as new. When I could still run, the world felt infinite, and everything was waiting to be true. Oh, that body of my younger years, how it carried me through everything. Strong and quick and never asking, just giving, always giving. When I could still run, the world was twice as wide. When I could still run, I felt everything inside. The wind, the ache, the sweet exhaustion, the joy of just being strong and free. When I could still run was the best of me. I coached my son's team every Friday evening, and chased the ball and didn't think at all. I hiked the mountain on our anniversary, and held my wife's hand on the waterfall. I didn't know I was storing up the memories for the years when I would need to look back on. When I could still run, I was building something that outlasts the running when the running's gone. Oh, that body of my younger years, I should have thanked it every single day for all the ground it covered without asking, for all the miles it gave away. When I could still run, the world was twice as wide. When I could still run, I felt everything inside. The wind, the ache, the sweet exhaustion, the joy of just being strong and free. When I could still run was the best of me. Now walk the same roads in the morning, a little slower, but I'm still out here. And Sometimes on a cool and clear October, I pick it up a little, just a gear, not running like I used to, no, not really, but moving with the gratitude so deep for every mile that body ever gave me. Those are the miles I get to keep when I could still run. I didn't know the gift when I could still run. Every morning was a lift. Now I walk and I remember every road beneath my feet when I could still run. My life was full and sweet. Still moving, still grateful. The office on the 4th floor had my name on it, a little plaque beside a wooden door. I'd arrive at 7:30 every morning and leave the last one every evening for sure. I knew my team by birthday and by trouble. I knew which clients needed which approach. I had a system and I had a standard, and something in me loved being the coach. Those were the years I knew my value, the years my work had weight and shape, the years I walked into a room with purpose and earned every single thing I'd made. The office on the 4th floor was where I came alive. The office on the 4th floor was where I learned to thrive. Not just the work, not just the title, but the knowing I was built for this. The office on the 4th floor years are the years I most miss. I mentored young ones just like someone mentored me, and watched them grow and fly and find their way. I made the hard calls and I stood behind them, and slept well knowing I had earned the day. Retirement came with handshakes and a dinner, a crystal clock they said would mark the time, but nothing marks it like the work itself did. Nothing marks the golden like the climb. Those were the years I left a mark somewhere, the years my name meant something to someone, the years I showed up fully and completely, until the working day was finally done. The office on the 4th floor was where I came alive. The office on the 4th floor was where I learned to thrive. just the work, not just the title, but the knowing I was built for this. The office on the 4th floor years are the years I most miss. Now I tend my garden in the mornings, and the grandkids come on every other week, and I find the same thing that I found there in the 4th floor office at my peak. The purpose and the love and the belonging, that's the thing that work was always for. And I find it in the garden, in the grandkids, just like the 4th floor. The office on the 4th floor lives inside me every day, in the way I show up fully, in the things I do and say. I was golden, I was useful, I was everything I meant to be. The office on the 4th floor made the best of me. 4th floor, that was my time.
Beautiful, and I didn't know. I found a photograph from 1979, standing in the garden in a yellow dress. My hair was blowing and my eyes were laughing, and I was everything and didn't know it yet. I remember that day feeling ordinary, worrying about something I've forgotten now. But looking at that girl across the decades, I wanna reach right through and tell her how. You are beautiful right now, you are golden right this second. Stop worrying about the things that won't matter, and let yourself be reckoned. Beautiful and didn't know it, that's the girl inside the frame. Beautiful and didn't know it, living in her golden flame. I would go back just to tell her, put the worry down and see. You are beautiful right now, darling, beautiful and free. I spent my 20s thinking I was too much, too loud, too tall, too anything at all. I spent my 30s trying to be smaller, fitting myself through a narrower hall. But that girl in the yellow dress knew something that all my self-improvement couldn't teach. She was magnificent in her not knowing, just completely out of reach. You were beautiful back then, golden without trying. All that worrying you did about your edges was just the golden going by. Beautiful and didn't know it. That's the girl inside the frame. Beautiful and didn't know it. Living in her golden flame. I would go back just to tell her, put the worry down and see, you are beautiful right now, darling, beautiful and free. Now I tell my granddaughter on Sunday, stop looking in the mirror with that frown. You are in your golden years right now, love. Don't let the golden slip on down. She looks at me the way I looked at photos, and smiles the smile of someone who won't hear. But maybe someday she'll find her own photograph and wish that she had listened, dear. Beautiful and didn't know it. That is all of us, it seems. Beautiful and didn't know it. Living inside golden dreams. I was gorgeous, I was glowing in a way I couldn't see. Beautiful and didn't know it. That was always me. Beautiful and I didn't know. We knew every word of every song on the radio. We'd sing them in the car with the windows down. We didn't need a reason or an audience, just the music and the summer and the town. There was something about singing all together that made us feel like we could not be lost. We were 20 and the music was our language, and we spoke it without counting up the cost. Oh, those songs we sang at 20, oh, they live inside me still. Every melody a doorway to a time I feel but can't quite fill. The songs we sang at 20 still play somewhere in my chest. The songs we sang at 20 were the ones I loved the best. Not because the songs were perfect, but because of who I was back then. The songs we sang at 20 make me 21 again. We sang the love songs like we understood them, and the sad ones like we knew what sadness meant. We sang the anthems like we owned the future, and the slow ones with our whole hearts fully spent. Now I hear those same songs on the radio, and something in my chest remembers everything. The car, the road, the windows, voice I had at 20, singing like there was nothing to fear. We were golden, we were glowing, we were 20 and alive. And the songs we sang remind me of the girl who would survive. The songs we sang at 20, I can hear them even now. The songs we sang at 20 taught me everything somehow, about love and loss and living, about giving all you've got. The songs we sang at 20 are the songs I've never lost. Still singing, still 20 inside.
We had a championship season back in '82. 12 men who showed up every single day. Coach Henderson would say that games are won in practice, and so we practiced every doubt away. I still remember every face around that locker room, the smell of sweat and linen and hope. We weren't just playing for a trophy or a title. We were learning how to handle joy and cope. That season was about more than winning. It was about becoming who we'd be. 12 men who learned to trust each other, made a kind of family. Championship season was the best year of my life, not just for the winning, but for everything inside. The brotherhood, the showing up, the fighting side by side until the final bell. Championship season was when I found myself. Big Marcus had a family back in Georgia, and Tommy was just 17 that year. Old Ricky played through a broken wrist without complaining, and Danny showed up every game through tears. We didn't ask each other for our reasons, we just knew that showing up was everything. And when we took the field that final evening, Lord, we gave it everything. That season taught me things I still use daily, about grit and grace and having someone's back, about leaving nothing on the field behind you, about finding what you haven't given that. Championship season was the best year of my life, not just for the winning, but for everything inside. The brotherhood, the showing up, the fighting side by side until the final bell. Championship season was when I found myself. Marcus passed away just 3 years later. somebody's yard. And we are 22 again for one night, and the golden doesn't feel so far. Championship season lives in all of us today. Championship season never really went away. We were golden, we were brothers, we were everything we meant to be. Championship season made the best in me. 82, best year of my life. The years my children needed me were golden, even when they woke me up at 3, even when the bills were more than plenty, and the world felt bigger than just me. I drove them to their practices and recitals. I sat through plays where nobody had lines. The years my children needed me completely were the richest and the finest times. I didn't know it then, I couldn't see it through the tiredness and the daily grind. But I was living in my greatest chapter, leaving the best of me behind. The years my children needed me were the best years I have known. The years my children needed me were the years I truly shone. Not in any way the world would notice, not on any stage or in any light, but in the quiet way a father shines in the middle of the night. My daughter used to reach up for my hand in parking lots without a second thought, as if my hand was just a given thing, the safest thing that love had ever brought. My son would fall asleep against my shoulder on long drives home from somewhere good. I was so tired I could barely see the road, but I would not have traded if I could. Those hands reaching up for mine in parking lots, those small heads heavy on my shoulder there, those were the moments I was most alive. Those were the moments beyond compare. The years my children needed me were the best years I have known. The years my children needed me were the years I truly shone. Not in any way the world would notice, not on any stage or in any light, but in the quiet way a father shines in the middle of the night. Now they have their own lives and their own children, and they reach reach for someone else's hand, and I watch from just a little further back now, a proud and grateful man. But sometimes my granddaughter reaches up for me in a parking lot without a thought, and for one golden second I am 30, and everything I ever wanted. The years my children needed me still live inside my hands. The years my children needed me made me who I am. I was golden, I was needed, I was everything a father's meant to be. The years my children needed me were everything to me. They needed me, and I was there.
When the house was full, I used to dream of quiet. I used to count the hours till they'd sleep. I'd stand in the kitchen after everyone was settled and breathe the only silence I could keep. The shoes beside the door in 7 sizes, coats piled up on every single hook, the noise, the needs, the beautiful, the chaos. I didn't stop to look. Now the house is quiet in the mornings, and the coats are on the hooks with room to spare. And all I want is all that glorious chaos, all that beautiful noise that used to be there when the house was full. It was the best of everything when the house was full. The walls were listening to laughter and to arguments and music, to every voice that ever called my name. When the house was full, was my golden flame. The holidays were crowded and imperfect. Someone always spilled or burned the bread, but there was something in the imperfection, in the love that showed up messy and well-fed. I set the table for so many people. I knew each person's plate and favorite seat. The house was full of everything that mattered, and every meal was sweet. And now I set one place, and sometimes two on Sundays, when the family drives from somewhere far away. And for a little while the house fills up again, and I remember every golden day when the house was full. It was the best of everything when the house was full. The walls were listening to laughter and to arguments and music, to every voice that ever called my name. When the house was full, was my golden flame. My daughter called me just this past October and said, "Mom, I think I finally understand how tired you must have been, and how you loved us, and how you held it all in both your hands." I told her, darling, I would do it over. Every spilled cup, every sleepless night. When the house was full, I was in my glory, and everything was right. When the house was full, I was golden, I was whole. When the house was full, love filled every room and every soul. I would live it all again, completely. Every beautiful and ordinary day. When the house was full, was my golden way. The house was full, and I was home. I keep a box of photographs beneath the bed. I take it out on rainy afternoons and sit there on the floor in all the quiet, and travel back through all those golden rooms. There we are at someone's summer wedding, both of us so young it makes me smile. There's the house before we fixed the garden. There are the children, just a little while. Oh, the people in those photographs were living in their golden light. They didn't know how good they had it. They were too busy living right. Photographs of who we were, smiling without knowing. Photographs of who we were, golden and unknowing. I look at every face and wanna tell them, slow it down, look up and take it in. Photographs of who we were, show me where I've been. There's a photograph of me at 40-something, standing in the kitchen, apron on. Someone must have caught me not expecting, before the self-consciousness came along. And in that unposed, unrehearsed moment, I can see what everyone else could see, that I was beautiful in my not knowing. this moment and see the golden that I cannot see. So I'll try to live it like a photograph worth keeping. I'll try to let them see the gold in me. Photographs of who we were are photographs of gold. Photographs of who we were are the greatest story ever told. We were living, we were loving, we were golden all along. Photographs of who we were are where we most belong. Photographs of who we were.
I was good at what I did, and I knew it. Not in any boastful or proud way, just the quiet inner knowing of a craftsman who has learned his trade and earns his pay. I could read a room before I entered it. I could find the problem nobody could name. I had the kind of skill that takes a lifetime, that you can't buy and can't easily claim. There's a dignity in knowing your own value in the years when you are fully in your prime. And I was in my element completely for a long and satisfying time. I was good at what I did, and it was good to me. I was good at what I did, and it set something free. The pride of doing something well and fully, the joy of being exactly where you're meant. I was good at what I did, and every year was spent. I mentored younger people when they'd let me, and tried to pass the knowledge that I'd earned. Not just the skills, but the attitude beneath it, the patience and the lessons that I'd learned. Show up early, stay a little later, listen more than anyone expects, and always leave the work a little better than the way it was when you arrived there next. There's a legacy in how you teach the others, in the people who go on to do it right. And I can see my fingerprints in their work now, and it fills me with a quiet golden light. I was good at what I did, and it was good to me. I was good at what I did, and it set something free. The pride of doing something being exactly where you're meant. I was good at what I did, and every year was spent. Now I sit and watch the younger ones take over, and I feel nothing but a grateful kind of pride, because a craftsman's greatest work is not the product, it's the people that he shaped along the ride. I was good at what I did, and I am grateful for the years I spent inside that golden room, for the work that gave my days their shape and meaning, for the colleagues and the mornings and the bloom. I was good at what I did, and Lord, I gave it all. I was good at what I did, and answered every call. I was golden in my element completely. Every morning, walking through that door, I was good at what I did, and I couldn't ask for more. Good at what I did, and grateful.
I've heard my name 1,000 times from 1,000 different mouths, in every room and every season, through the long and winding routes. But when you say it, everything goes quiet, like the world takes one long breath. There's something in your voice that finds me, something warm and something blessed. It's just a name, 4 little letters, nothing magic on its own. Darling, when you say it softly, I have never felt more home. Something about the way you say my name makes me feel like I am new, like I was always just becoming the person meant for you. Something like it means the world to you. I spent so long just being someone, till you made me who I knew. You say it like it's something precious, like you're glad it's mine to hold. You say it like a quiet promise, like a story yet to be told. In the morning, barely waking, in the laughter and the tears, you say my name and I remember why I'm glad that you are here. It's just a name, 4 little letters, but you filled it up with light. Every time you say it, darling, something in me feels right. Something about the way you say my name makes me feel like I am new, like I was always just becoming the person meant for you. Something about the way you say my name, like it means the world to you. spent so long just being someone, till you made me who I knew. Keep saying it in all the seasons, in the quiet and the noise of all the gifts that love has given me. I treasure most your voice. Something about the way you say my name, nothing else has felt so true. Say it softly, say it always, the way that only you do. Just say my name, just like that. I was lost out on the open water. Every wave was pulling me down. When you found me barely keeping steady, when you found me starting to drown, you didn't make a big announcement. You just quietly held out your hand, and somehow in your calm and steady presence, I finally learned to stand. You never asked for credit, you never made a sound. You were just always there beside me, every time my world came unwound. You were my harbor when the storm was all I knew. You were my harbor, every safe thing led to you. When the waves were all around me, when the sky was cold and gray, you were the shelter I came home to at the end of every day. Now we've sailed so many seasons, through the rough and through the smooth, and I wake up every morning still amazed by what we've moved through. Not because it was all easy, not because we never cried, but because you never let me face the water without you right by my side. You never asked for credit, you just loved me through it all. And every time I started drifting, you were there to catch my fall. You were my harbor when the storm was all I knew. You were my harbor, every safe thing led to you. When the waves were all around me, when the sky was cold and gray, you were the shelter I came home to at the end of every day. I used to think that love was thunder, loud and bright and full of fire, but you taught me love is quieter
is showing up in silence. Love is staying in the rain. Love is you, my steady harbor, calling me home again and again. You are my harbor now and every day. You are my harbor, and I mean it when I say, through the storms and through the stillness, through the night and through the gray, you are the shelter I come home to every single day. My harbor, always you.
I was sitting at the corner table, nursing coffee, watching rain, when she walked in with her umbrella broken, laughing at herself again. She shook the water from her jacket, pushed the wet hair from her eyes, and the whole room shifted slightly, like the parting of the tides. I didn't mean to stare, I just couldn't look away. Something about that laugh of hers made the ordinary day. She laughed and the room lit up just like that, just like that. She didn't even notice, but the world changed where she sat. She laughed and I was gone. All the walls I built came down. The most beautiful disaster in a little coffee town. Now I come back every Tuesday, same table, same black brew, hoping she'll walk through that doorway, broken umbrella and all brand new. And when she does, she always finds me pretending that I'm reading something smart. She sees right through the whole production and laughs straight into my heart. I never had a chance, did I, from that very rainy day, when something about that laugh of hers swept all my plans away. She laughed and the room lit up just like that, just like that. She didn't even notice, but the world changed where she sat. She laughed and I was gone. All the walls I built came down. The most beautiful disaster in a little coffee town. Now we share that corner table, and she laughs at all my jokes, the bad ones and the good ones, all the stories that she knows. And every single time she does it, every time that laugh rings clear, I fall in love all over with the reason I am here. She laughed and the room lit up every day, every day. She still doesn't know the power of the joy she give away. She laughed and I was found after years of being lost. every single cost. She still laughs, and the room still lights up. We got caught without an umbrella on the night of our first real date. You laughed and said, well, this is perfect. I laughed too and said, yeah, it's great. And then the strangest thing just happened. As the thunder rolled above, you reached out and took my hand there, and we danced right into love. There was no music playing, just the rain against the street, but I swear I heard a symphony with every heartbeat. The night we danced in the rain, I knew that you were mine. Everything was soaking wet, but everything was fine. The night we danced in the rain, the whole world fell away. I have lived 1,000 moments, but not one like that day. People stared from dry doorways, but we didn't mind at all. We were spinning in the streetlight, having the time of our lives in the fall. Your dress was soaked, my tie was ruined, but your eyes were shining bright. And I knew in that wet, wonderful moment, you were everything right. There was no music playing, just your laughter in the air. But I swear I heard forever calling from somewhere. The night we danced in the rain, I knew that you were mine. Everything was soaking wet, but everything was fine. The night we danced in the rain, the whole world fell away. I have lived 1,000 moments, but not one like that day. Now when the rain falls on the window, I still reach for your hand, and we find ourselves still dancing in that same sweet rain-soaked land. Some people look for perfect moments, I just look for you. And every time I find you, darling, everything comes true. The night we danced in the rain, we built a forever there. Two people soaking wet and laughing without a single care. The night we danced in the rain, I gave my heart away. I have lived 10,000 moments, but I trade them for that day. Still dancing in the rain.
I was standing by the window on an ordinary day when you walked into the sunlight and just smiled my fears away. magic. I had locked my heart up tight, but one smile from across the hallway turned my whole world into light. I didn't know what was happening, I just knew I couldn't breathe. Something shifted in the universe the moment you looked at me. The first time you smiled at me, everything changed. The world rearranged into something I had never seen. The first time you smiled at me, I found what I'd been looking for. I didn't know my heart could open anymore. All the winters I had carried melted like the morning snow. You were patient, you were gentle, you just let the feeling grow. I was careful, I was guarded, you were steady, you were kind. And somewhere between hello and laughter, you unwound my tangled mind. I didn't plan on falling, but I fell without a sound, right into all that warmth you gave me, right into where I'm found. The first time you smiled at me, everything changed. The world rearranged into something I had never seen. The first time you smiled at me, I found what I'd been looking for. I didn't know my heart could open anymore. Now every morning feels like that moment. Every day begins with you, and I still catch myself just staring, grateful that one smile came true. The first time you smiled at me, everything changed. The world rearranged into something beautiful and new. Every time you smiled at me, I fall in love all over again with you. That smile still does it every time. You brought me wildflowers on a Sunday, still wet with the morning's dew. Laid them on the kitchen table, said I'd pick them all for you. The coffee was just starting brewing, the sun was barely in the sky. And I thought, Lord, this is everything. This simple golden life. I used to dream of grand romances, castles built of gold and stone. But you gave me wildflowers on a Sunday, and I've never felt less alone. Sunday morning wildflowers, that's what love looks like to me. Not the grand and shining moments, children chase the fireflies through the yard on summer nights. And you stand beside me watching with that look that makes it right. We have built something so simple, something steady, something real. And I wouldn't trade a castle for the life that this can feel. I used to dream of grand romances. Now my dreams have come to stay. Right here in these Sunday mornings that keep finding their own way. Sunday morning wildflowers, that's what love looks like to me. Not the grand and shining moments, but the quiet in between. Sunday morning wildflowers, sitting in a mason jar. You and me, and nothing fancy, just exactly who we are. Some people climb the mountain, some people sail the sea, but you walk through the meadow and brought the whole world home to me. Sunday morning wildflowers, that's what love looks like to me. Every ordinary morning feels like a miracle to me. Sunday morning wildflowers, still sitting in that jar. You and me, and nothing fancy, perfect exactly as we are. Wildflowers, every Sunday.
She keeps a jar of buttons on the windowsill from every coat she's ever loved and worn. She presses flowers between the pages of her books and saves the ticket stubs a little torn. She knows the name of every bird that visits us. She writes their colors down in pencil blue. She is the keeper of the small and sacred things, and I am just so lucky that she chose me too. I used to think that love was in the grand gestures, the roses and the diamonds and the show. But she taught me love lives in the quiet corners, in the tiny things that only true hearts know. She is the keeper of small things, the beautiful and overlooked, the pressed petals and the bird songs, the faces in the old torn books. She is the keeper of small things, and she keeps me too somehow. The most extraordinary, ordinary woman
teaching me to see the now. On Tuesday nights she reads to me from novels. She does the voices and she knows I love it so. She saves the last bite of the desert for me always. She learned my heart before I even let her know. She remembers all the things I mentioned once in passing. A restaurant I liked when I was 10. She shows up with the smallest piece of wonder and makes me feel like I am home again. I used to think that love was in the grand gestures, but she has shown me something better than the show. Love lives in all the small and shining moments, the tiny things that make the whole world glow. She is the keeper of small things, the beautiful and overlooked, the pressed petals and the bird songs, the faces in the old torn books. She is the keeper of small things, and she keeps me too somehow. The most extraordinary, ordinary woman, teaching me to see the now. Some men build their love in monuments. I built mine in morning coffee cups, and the buttons and the bookmarks and the bird names, and the way she always shows right up. She is the keeper of small things, and I am so grateful every day that she kept her heart wide open and just let me find my way. The keeper of small things, that's my love.
Every morning before you wake, I lie still and watch the light coming through the curtain edges, turning darkness into white. And I think about the journey, every road that led to here, how the world was full of almost until you finally appear. First light on your face in the morning, it's the most beautiful thing I know. In this quiet before the waking, I just watch the wonder grow. First light, that's when I love you most. In the hush before the morning, when the world is still a ghost. First light, falling soft across your face, I am overwhelmed by gratitude for finding you in this place. You sleep so quietly beside me, like the peace that fills this room. And I count my quiet blessings by the light of early moon. I have been lost before this morning, I have wandered far and wide, but the greatest thing I've ever found is waking up beside. First light on your face in the morning is the prayer I never knew. Every day begins with a wonder, every day begins with you. when I love you most. In the hush before the morning, when the world is still a ghost. First light falling soft across your face. I am overwhelmed by gratitude for finding you in this place. Some people search their whole lives over for the thing that makes them whole. You are mine and I am yours, love, and that's the only truth I know. First light. Now and every day I will love you in the quiet, in the most grateful way. First light falling soft on you. Every morning is a miracle because of you. First light, always you.
Do you remember the summer we were 20, running barefoot through the neighbor's yard, stealing peaches from the tree at midnight, laughing so hard that we fell apart. We had nothing but we had each other, and the whole world was a song we knew. Do you remember when we were so fearless, when the only thing that mattered was you? Those were the days we didn't know were golden. Those were the nights we took for granted freely. But I can still feel the grass between my toes, and everything was easy. When we were barefoot, running through the summer grass. When we were barefoot, those are the days I want back. Not because the world was perfect, just because our hearts were free. When we were barefoot, you and me. We stayed up watching stars until the sunrise, made up stories for every constellation. Your radio was playing on the car hood, something about a love and a nation. We didn't need a plan or a direction, we just followed where the laughter led. Do you remember how the whole world sparkled, with a life still mostly ahead? Those were the days we didn't know were golden. Those were the nights that shaped us without knowing. I can still hear your voice above the cricket songs when everything was glowing. When we were barefoot, running through the summer grass. When we were barefoot, those are the days I want back. Not because the world was perfect, just because our hearts were free. When we were barefoot, you and me. Now we wear our shoes and watch the clock, and the summer comes and goes. But sometimes in a certain kind of evening, I still feel it in my toes. When we were barefoot, we were everything we'd be. When we were barefoot, you were already home to me. The world was bright and barefoot, and we ran without a care. When we were barefoot.
there. Barefoot, still running. Harder, harder. Harder, harder. I have been in a holding pattern, circling something I can't see. Every landing feels like almost, every almost feels like me. But then you came in like clear weather, when the sky had given up the blue, and everything I had been circling turned out just to be you. I didn't know what I was waiting for. I just knew that something was ahead. Now I understand the holding pattern was just bringing me to you instead. I was in a holding pattern, going round and round, till you gave me something solid, till you brought me to the ground. And now I am here, I'm finally here, and the waiting makes such sense. I'd go through every circle again to arrive right at this. You were worth every uncertain morning. Every night I questioned my own heart. Every turn that seemed like nothing was just setting me apart. From the version of myself that found you, from the woman I was meant to be, all those circles in the sky above me were just flying me to the
You are every landing I have ever longed around, and now I'm here, completely here, and love makes perfect sense. I'd go through every circle again to arrive right at this. No more waiting, I am home.
I have been the ship without a compass. I have sailed on every kind of wrong. I have hit the rocks in heavy weather. I have tried to make the dark my home. Then I saw a light along the shoreline, steady in the storm-filled night. And I turned the boat around toward morning, and I sailed into your light. You didn't know you were shining, you were just being you. But from somewhere in the dark I found you, and everything came true. You are my lighthouse, standing on the shore. You are my lighthouse, all I was looking for. When the sea was all around me, when I couldn't find the land, you were there and burning steady. You were there to understand. Now I dock here every evening in the harbor of your arms. You have learned all of my weather. You have memorized my storms, and you light the lamp regardless whether I have been at sea. You are always there and burning, always burning just for me. I don't know how you do it, standing firm against the tide, but I know without your shining I'd have nowhere left to hide. You are my lighthouse, standing on the shore. You are my lighthouse, all I was looking for. When the sea was all around me, when I couldn't find the land, you were there and burning steady. You were there to understand. Some men build their whole lives looking for the place they're meant to be. You just stood there quietly shining, and the whole world opened up to me. You are my lighthouse, you will always be the most beautiful light in all the dark I used to see. Standing there and burning, burning just for me. You are my lighthouse, and at last I am free. My lighthouse, always there.
she is cooking, she doesn't know she does it.